Hi, hello guys, welcome to my channel Canon Captures, and thank you so much for the love and support in my previous video, and I hope more love and support will be continued in my further videos. So in this video I'll be showing you what is metering. We have four metering modes. First is spot metering, second is center weighted average metering, third is partial, and fourth is evaluative or matrix metering. So here we can see the four metering modes in the camera. So what is metering? Metering is all about an exposure. So metering is used to measure the brightness of the subject. In this mode, the camera optimizes exposure by adjusting shutter speed, aperture and ISO accordingly. So all these are optimized automatically by the camera's inbuilt sensor. So firstly we will be seeing evaluative, or we can also call it as matrix metering. So evaluative metering is a default mode in most of cameras and including this camera. So this mode ensures that the camera will automatically adjust the right exposure in your image even if there is higher contrast or irregular lighting in your image. This mode will automatically correct it and give you the best picture with correct amount of exposure and contrast. Now here I am taking a picture in evaluative metering. So you can see here it taking the correct amount of contrast and exposure in the image. Now you can see the picture which I captured in evaluative metering. So lighting, contrast and everything is perfect in this picture. And now we are seeing the second mode in the metering, which is called partial metering. So partial means existing in some part. So this mode covers only 6.2% of the image, which we can see through the viewfinder. So when the background of the image is brighter, this mode comes into play. It optimizes the background light of the image and gives you perfect image when you capture. So now I am going to capture in partial metering. So you can see a small circle on the viewfinder, which is 6.2% of the image, where you get the correct amount of exposure. So I will be showing you this picture here. So now you can see the picture which I captured in partial metering. So you can see only 6.2% of the image got correct exposure and contrast. So where the circle is placed, so there only we will be getting the correct amount of contrast and exposure in the image. So this is partial metering. And now we will be seeing the third mode, which is called spot metering. So this mode is actually same as partial metering, but difference between both of these are spot metering will have smaller circle compared to partial metering. So in spot metering, the camera allows to measure the light reflected on the object to get the perfect picture with good lighting on the object. So now I am going to capture in spot metering mode. So you can see a smaller circle here compared to partial metering. So only this small circle will be getting the correct amount of exposure and contrast. And here is the picture which I captured in spot metering. So we can't really find any big differences between partial and spot metering. The only small difference is the area where they give correct amount of exposure and contrast. So spot metering is mainly used for smaller objects to capture better pictures. And here we go, the last mode in metering. This is named as center weighted average metering mode. So this mode is completely different from all the three modes: evaluative, partial and spot metering. So this mode doesn't take your focal point in consideration. This mode analyzes the whole scene and places a strong weight on the center of the image. So for this mode, the object or person should be in the center of the frame, which you can see by the viewfinder. And now I am going to capture a photo in center weighted metering mode. So you can see the photo now. And here is the picture which I captured in center weighted metering mode. So to capture any picture in this mode, you should be careful that the subject or object should be in the center of the frame. So then only it will be giving the correct amount of exposure and contrast to the image. And here we can see the all four modes, and firstly we have evaluative or matrix, we can also say that. So I have said you in this mode it will be taking everything automatically. And secondly we have center weighted, so I have said you only the center of the image will be getting the correct amount of exposure and contrast. And third we have the partial metering mode. So as I said, it covers only 6.2% of the center of the image. And fourth we have spot metering. So only the difference between both of them is the area where they cover to get correct amount of exposure and contrast. And that's all for today guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'll be seeing you in my next video with another interesting topic about camera. So until then, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.